Welcome back. This is episode 4 of my 5-part series about how I turned my life around. Go back, watch episode 1 through 3. They're linked in the description below. If you haven't watched them yet, that's fine. This episode will still be beneficial. Let's get into it. Everyone says they want to change their life, right? They want a better life, they want more out of life, but they don't want to change the way that they think. And this was the biggest shift for me. And it's simple. I started taking accountability. I quit blaming the world and I quit blaming other people for my problems, and I took accountability for myself. I moved to Hawaii when I turned 21, and this was my first time out of the house, and I was completely supporting myself 100%. So I had to start taking accountability for myself. And all of my actions and my decisions, they came back to me. No one else. I couldn't blame anyone else. It was no one else's fault except for mine. Before that, I had the complete opposite mindset. I was running away from my problems. I was not taking accountability. I was blaming past relationships, past situations, and I wasn't taking accountability for myself and my actions. And I was numbing my pain with drugs and alcohol, and my solution to pain was avoidance. And what I didn't realize was that avoidance was what was creating the pain. So I made a choice. I wanted to do better for myself and for the people around me. And that was the first initial spark inside of me to make a change. But at that point, all I had was motivation, and motivation does not last. So I would put on, because motivation is there 1 minute and then it's gone the next. So I would watch YouTube videos like David Goggins or Eddie Pinero or Motiversity, which is just temporary motivation to get me to go do the thing until I could build up enough self-discipline and ambition to get me to where I want to be. I'd use motivation in the meantime to get me there. Because once you build up enough self-discipline and ambition, you're good to go. You don't need temporary motivation. Eventually it got to the point where I quit letting my emotions win. I quit letting my brain tell me what to do. My brain was controlling me. I was not controlling it. So when it came to, oh, I gotta go to the gym, but I'm tired, maybe I'll take the day off. No, you go to the gym. No matter what. You do what you don't want to do to make yourself better. And that's when everything started to shift. Me controlling my own mind instead of my mind controlling me. Once you train your mind like that long enough, you start to become the person you want to be. So whoever you want to become, you gotta be thinking about that. And what would that person do, right? I'm confident, I'm disciplined, I'm ambitious. You gotta tell yourself that, and then the more you tell yourself that, you're going to actually start to take those steps to become that person, right? It's not like you're not manifesting it overnight, it's going to happen. No, it's long term. The more you tell yourself that, the more I tell myself I'm confident, I'm ambitious, I'm disciplined, I'm going to take the steps in the right direction to actually become that person. It got to the point where I wasn't trying to be disciplined. I was disciplined. I wasn't trying to become someone new. I was someone new. Who you think about becoming is eventually who you will become. So you can't keep the old mindset, or else you're just going to stay the same you. If you want to change for the better, you need to adopt a new mindset, and you need to think about who you're going to become, and you will eventually become that person. As much as you don't think so, your brain is reprogrammable. You can reprogram it after it's already been programmed. Because from birth to a certain age, you don't really think for yourself, right? Usually your parents or school, those beliefs are pushed onto you. But eventually you need to think for yourself, and you can actually reprogram your brain into how you want it to be. Most people go about life with other people's beliefs and other people's decisions, and they take those for their own because they never reprogrammed their own mind. And I'm telling you that you can. I reprogrammed my own mind every single day, every morning, every night, by doing things that I did not want to do, and by telling myself that I am in control, not the other way around. Eventually, I stopped chasing motivation, and I started chasing becoming the best version of myself. All that pain from past struggles with addiction and relationships and heartbreak and failure, I turned that into motivation, which eventually turned into discipline and ambition. And for the first time, I liked who I was becoming, and that's the real transformation. Not my body, not my money, but my mind. Your mind will quit long before your body ever will. Your mind is in control. And once you realize that, you become unstoppable. So this mindset shift has been in play for many, many years. All about the stuff I talk about in the previous episode, this mindset shift is happening while all that is going on. It is all intertwined perfectly. Do not underestimate what your mind can do. So that's it for this episode. In the next episode, episode 5, we're going to talk about what happened after I implemented this new mindset shift and those daily habits and the routine that I talked about in the last episode, and kind of what that led into. That's when I started working on something bigger than myself, and that's what I'm still working on to this day. So we'll get more into that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. And cut.